Everybody, welcome to the live stream. Oh my gosh, was that an expensive dice roll? Oh man, I'm realizing now. Okay, so if you don't know what's going on, I know like the vast majority of the people in here, you guys know what's going on, right? But if you're just popping the live stream, you're like, what? One of the five. So I'm the channel is approaching 50,000 subscribers, and of course, at the moment that we hit 50,000, I'm going to be doing another giveaway. But this time, it's a little bit different. I had my audience all collectively vote on knives that they'd like to see me, or a knife, one specific knife that they want me to give away, valued at $500 or less. We did the initial video. Lots of votes. There was a top 10, right? So I did another video kind of announcing the top 10. And then I did a final video this morning showing the top 5, and they were all way in the lead. And there was one specifically, right? Before I did the video, I was like, this one's pretty far ahead. So I thought, if an opportunity presents itself, I'm going to buy it. And lo and behold, it did. And so I was like, I should probably go ahead and do this because I don't know if I'm going to get the chance, right? So I went ahead and bought it. One of those 5. Now, I've done the poll, right? Which, by the way, if you have not voted, if you want to see which 5 it's been narrowed down to, the 5 finalists, right? Go right down into the description of the live stream you're watching right now. And whether you're watching it in the future or you're watching it live, doesn't matter. Open up the live stream, click on the very first link, go to the community tab. It should be the very first, right? If you're watching this live, it'll be in there, the poll, right? If you're watching it way in the future, if you're watching this way in the future right now, then the poll's probably buried a bit in the community tab, but it'll still be there, right? Go vote. Yeah, but some numbers got switched around. It's crazy. You guys are, it's a reminder. It's another reminder for me that I cannot fully predict how this is going to come out. I've got my work cut out for me. So I rolled the dice on something, and if this ends up winning, then great, I can give it away. But if it doesn't end up winning, it's just the knife I'm going to add to my collection. I'm going to have to buy another knife. Oh crap. Okay, whatever. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, by the way, I have it. So dumb. I can't edit the poll now. One of the options is Chris Reeve Sebenza 21. Number 1, it's the large Sebenza. I didn't put that in there. Sorry. Number 2, it'll be a 31. So that was me being dumb. Sorry about that. I pinned a comment saying it's not the 21, it's the 31, the newer one, right? So that's what it's going to be. I'm sorry about that. That was me being dumb. Thank you so much to my patrons. I did an announcement on Patreon saying thank you. They helped me purchase a brand new iPad. So rejoice, everyone. The ancient iPad finally died. We shouldn't say actually, rest in peace, old iPad. Holy moly, that was from college. That poor thing was still going from college, and it finally died. So my Patreon supporters helped me purchase a new iPad, and that'll be fantastic. This one runs at supersonic speed. This is an iPad 8. Runs at supersonic speed. It's very helpful for editing. It's very helpful. Right now, I'm using it to check through chat. It's much closer to me versus where my laptop is situated. If you could see my desktop, the way that I've got all this set up, right, it's kind of all over the place. But this new iPad is so helpful. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I survived this long without it. Not that you have to buy something like this to run a channel, but thank you so much to my patrons. Thank you. You can check out my Patreon down in the description. RIP coal-powered iPad. I'm thinking maybe that should be what I chop. One of the things that I chop with the sword. If you'd like to see me cut the old iPad in half, or try to with the cold steel sword that I've got when me and Slicey finally do that video, let me know in the chat, because I feel like that would be a good, almost like a Viking funeral for that iPad. It's dead, by the way. It doesn't work. It definitely died. I mean, it's very dead. So, yeah. Let's see here. Kill it with the sword. Kill it again. Oh my gosh. Abby Normal says, and hey, what's up, Abby Normal? Hi, everybody. Just got a minute. Got to get back to work. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Good luck, everybody. That was really nice. I will reveal what's in that pouch here in just a little bit. I promise you. I will show you the one that I bought. But I wanted to make sure and get the poll up. I didn't want to sway anybody. There are 2.1 thousand votes as of right now. I'd really like to see that number get up to about 3,000 or 4,000 so that I have a pretty good idea. Because this is going to be, I mean, the giveaway is going to be for everybody, right? Obviously, I can't expect 50,000 people to vote, right? But if that number hit 3,000 to 4,000 votes, I'd be really pumped. So make sure that you go down in the description, click the first link, and vote on one of the top 5 knives that you'd like to win. The one with the most votes is the one that's going to be given away, whether it's the one that I bought that's in that pouch or not. Oh, man. Let's see. Keith Luster, we know it's in the pouch. You'll just have to wait and see. You'll have to wait and see what I rolled the dice on. 99.9% of the time, I trust my analytics. I trust numbers. If you don't know, that's my background. Digital marketing and sales is my background. I have to trust the numbers, but sometimes the numbers don't tell the truth, and you guys have proven that. So yeah, we'll see. Let's see here. Oh, hey, by the way, so not this weekend, but next weekend for episode 100 of The Knife Guy. The guest is Levon from the Knife Nuts podcast. I said, would you please do episode 100 with me? And he said, yeah, absolutely. So if you guys don't know, if you don't listen to Knife Nuts podcast, you should. You should be. Absolutely. There's a link for them. Actually, they have a permanent spot in my description now. You can just scroll down just a bit. It's under the first line. There's a link to their YouTube channel. They're going to be doing a lot more YouTube content. I've found it very entertaining. It's really awesome to just listen to, kind of kick back, have it on in the background while you do whatever, or watch it either way. And then you can also go to their website and check out all the previous episodes of the podcast. But yeah, he's going to be on there with me. So let's see. 9 days till your helmet's red. So many more. I love seeing all the new colors for the helmets. That's awesome, guys. So cool. So I have, as far as, if you guys want to know what the top 5 are, if you haven't watched that video, the top 5 knives, the 5 finalists that are absolutely winning above everything else. The 2020 or / 2021 Evo Typhoon is one of the knives that you guys wanted. So that one is definitely in the running. Of course, the Hinder XM18. Now, the one, if I have to buy one, it'll be a G10 version. I've got my titanium one out here. The Demco 8020 is, of course, absolutely in the running. The Strider SNG, I don't have a Strider, but I've got an Auto Strider by ProTech out here, so that's one of them. And then I don't own, or I don't even have one on loan, a Sebenza 31, but that's the last one there. So those are the top 5 that you can go and vote on. That's not super surprising. The Holy Trinity's in there, plus the Demco and the Evo Typhoon. I mean, yeah, like those are 5 of the greatest knives ever. I mean, yeah, like there's a particular influence on my community here on my channel, right? But I mean, I feel like I could have seen that coming, you know? There's a few that could have been swapped in and out for sure. Let's see. Holy Trinity will never die. The Holy Trinity is the Holy Trinity. People like to think that that can be applied to anything. Kind of. Like, personally, you can apply it to anything, but the OG Holy Trinity, Chris Reeve, Mick Strider, Rick Hinderer, that is the OG Holy Trinity. And if my channel, you know, serves as partial proof of that, right, then you can at least have some mental foundation of truth. It is what it is, guys. That's the Holy Trinity. It has been. Let's see. Any thoughts on why the Eclipse didn't overtake the XM18? I think for the same reason that, you know, the original concept with the Eclipse was it's an evolved form of the XM18 and was likely meant to eclipse it, but it just didn't. It's excellent. It's probably the second most popular model outside of the XM series. It's just not quite as popular. The truth is, It's a better design. It's more ergonomic. It makes more sense. But the XM18, for whatever reason, just has that X factor, that draw. It just, like, the XM18, like the original, the Gen 1, go look at it. It hasn't changed that much. It's really, I mean, god dang, it's crazy. It's just, it's such an invincible design. Let's see. Actively putting raindrop carbon fiber scales and blue PM2 hardwire on my Maxima PM2. Perfect YouTube channel to watch while doing so. That's cool. I love hearing that people like to just put me on in the background. Some people say they they put me on before they go to sleep. I'm so glad some of you are so, you know, is it a compliment or an insult? Number one, I can't believe that my voice is lulling. And number two, does that mean that I'm really boring? It's like I used to put the Weather Channel on to go to sleep when I was younger. So maybe I'm kind of like the Weather Channel for some people. Play with the stitch. All right. Hey, thanks for that donation. And also, I missed another one there. The Juicer, thanks for that donation. And of them knives, be cool, flip a coin. And of them knives, it'd be cool. Any of them knives would be cool, flip a coin. Okay, I see what you're saying. Thank you very much for the donation, the Juicer. And M, yeah, the stitch. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I should have bought this so long ago. God, I love this thing. Knives on the secondary, all underscores in between that. Knives underscore on underscore the underscore secondary on Instagram. Excellent human being. He wasn't asking enough for this, and but I appreciate the deal that he made. He said it's brand new, buddy. I asked him. I said, "What kind of condition is it in?" He said it's brand new. And you know what? He wasn't lying. It's dead mint. Sold me a brand new one for a great price. What a nice guy. Do business with him with confidence. That guy's cool. Actually, I had somebody message me about that on Instagram, say, is it all right to deal with this guy? He said that, you know, he had done business with you. And I said, absolutely. That guy's great. So there you go. Anyways, let's see. What's the fixed blade at the top? I'm so glad that you asked. What a wonderful, I don't know why I'm whispering. What a wonderful EDC fixed blade. And not expensive. This is the Artisan Cutlery and Mike Emler. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Sea Snake. Just about the perfect little EDC Warncliffe. And guess what? AR RPM 9 contoured, chamfered, and shadowbox G10 scales for something like $40, guys. If you like the small, this is a fixed blade that I would actually EDC. This is so perfect. God, what an awesome design. Buy it. Buy it. It's one of those knives. I'm going to review it. It's going to be an excellent review. Buy it. You can use my links down below or not. There's links to Blade HQ. You can buy it right now, right? If you want to use my links, great. If you don't, that's fine with me. Buy it. It's really good. It's really, really good. I like it. Let's see here. Hey, Stacy, what's up? Gold Knight, Stacy. Gold Knight. Kiefer, what's up, man? Matt Hubert says, how's it going? What's up? Almug, I would love your help. I'm undecided between a ZT 0308 and 8015. Which would you recommend? Okay, so the 0308 is going to be more expensive. It is US made, which is, you know, for me, that's one of those things where I'm like, oh, USA made, that's cool. 8015 though, that's Demco, you know, hardcore, definitely going to be one of the strongest folding knives out there. Both overbuilt. Something to keep in mind, I don't think either of them will fail under any normal circumstance. I think both of them are obviously capable of a little bit of excess, maybe some, you know, things in the abuse category. The 8015 does not have the same type of fidget factor that you're going to get from the 0308, but it depends on, you know, if you value that kind of thing. It depends on what kind of fidget factor you like. The 8015 is totally unique, and it can be a bit frustrating to manipulate at first, but once you get it down, it's really, really cool. So for the money, I mean, both of them are pretty high. Both of them are pretty high. You're going to get that excess primo feeling with the ZT. It's also overall a bigger knife, but not by much, right? If you're used to titanium frame lock flippers on bearings, and you like that extra primo feel, then 0308. But if you want the true workhorse, if you really are like, I'm gonna get this thing dirty, I'm gonna beat on it, I'm absolutely just gonna thrash it, the 8015. You're gonna have to practice with that scorpion lock if you haven't messed with it before. Then but that's if you're really wanting to know like which one is truly gonna like last the longer apocalypse, probably the 8015. But I like them both a lot. I love both of those knives. They both have excellent reviews on the channel. Let's see here. Oh, I hope you didn't lose the feed. Everybody good? No idea how this new the new phone is handling the live stream for quality right now. I don't know if you guys are experiencing a difference in live stream quality. Obviously, I can't stream at 1440 or even 1080. It's still going to be 720 in a live stream, but this new phone is incredible. Absolutely. Some people were asking me, why didn't you go with the Galaxy S21 Ultra over the Note Ultra? Because the Galaxy S21 Ultra supposedly has a better camera. There are some aspects of the camera that are better, but as far as what the main camera that I'm going to use for filming, the specs are almost identical. On top of that, you cannot remove, there's no SD card slot on the S21 Ultra, and that's super important to me. The phone that I have right now has a 0.5 terabyte on it because I bought the extra card, and I need that, especially if I'm going to be bringing you guys content in 1440 and editing it and duplicating files. I have to have that. And I will be swapping that card out once it fills up with information that I have to keep. 128 gigs, that's not, I'll fill that up in a week. So I have to have that extra memory, you know, free so that I can add files, remove them at my leisure. The Galaxy Note 20 Ultra is absolutely ideal for me right now. Let's see here. Everything's good. Good deal. Hey, there's 160 people in here tonight. Holy moly. I'll take this opportunity to plug the membership program. If you're wondering what the little helmets are beside people's names in the chat, those are people who have joined my Knights of the Round membership program. It does directly support the channel. You'll gain access to the badging system. Those badges will show beside your name in live stream and under regular videos. Let everybody know that you're a knight. They'll change colors the longer you've been a knight, and you'll also gain access to the exclusive Excalibur emojis, which I'm sure my knights will show off in chat right now. It's $1.99 a month. You can find it by clicking on the second link down in the description and just clicking join. So thank you very much for people checking out the Knights of the Round. We are over 200 strong now. So Knights, raising my sword to you guys. Thank you very much for supporting me for so long too. People in here with the gold helmets over a year. That's just awesome. I might be wrong. What's up? So that he's one of my first subs. He's been around forever. I just love seeing so many names in here. People that I remember from like the first, not just the first 1,000, but the first 100 subs. It feels like that was not so long ago, but it was over 3 years ago. This channel is over 3 years old. I feel like it was like a month ago that I was starting this thing and just, you know, doing videos out of, you know, cars on the lot at the dealership I worked at. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Yeah. 0231. Yep. Yeah, the Shiro RJ Martin. It's out here. It's got its own space. It's got its own safe space. Oh, okay. Let's flip it real quick. Oh my God. I will be purchasing a Shirogorov in the very near future. I've decided. I can't afford this guy. I can't. These originally were $1,500, $1,600. You can't find them. I mean, even listed. If you find an old listing on a retailer site, they're listed at like $2,200 or something like that, $2,300. Secondary is going to be even higher. So yeah, so that's got its own space there. That's an expensive boy. Let's see here. Scott, yeah. Scott has ruined me. What's up? Scott down there with the green helmet that just commented. That's the gentleman who has sent me all the exquisite, amazing, and he has more special stuff to share with us coming in the very near future. So everybody say hi to Scott. Scott's the reason that I ended up buying the Stitch, because he handled me, or he handled me. he let me handle a real custom stitch, and I was like, God dang it. I can't afford this. I'm not S tier, right? I'm not, Scott's S tier. I'm not S tier, but I'll go for the A tier, right? I'll go for this. I'll go for the production stitch for sure. Scott has one of the most incredible collections I've ever seen. You check out Sierra here's his Instagram card right here. Check him out on Instagram. Has a beautiful, beautiful collection. Oh my goodness. Puts mine to shame. Absolutely. What's in the pouch? What's in the pouch? I don't know. We'll show it here in just a little bit. You guys know I like to tease you. And I like to keep you in here, right? As soon as I unzip that, everybody's going to leave. Let's see. What's coming? Let's talk about the Adamas. Oh my gosh. Holy flapjacks. Bam! Jeez. This is just nuts. Oh my gosh, this thing is so powerful. So people have been asking me all, which fires harder? The stitch or the Adamas? Hang on, left-handed. That's terrifying. I think they probably fire with the same power. The difference is that the position of my hand when I fire the stitch is much more secure, or I'm more used to it. With this guy, you have to pinch on both sides because it's an axis auto. Now, I have not adapted as much. With my right hand, it's okay. But when you see that heavy recoil, it's because subconsciously my hand isn't quite as confident with this thing yet. But rest assured, officially, these are the most powerful side opening automatics that I have ever handled. They are so freaking powerful. I mean it. If you decide to pick up that auto Adamas, it's impressive. But for the love of all things holy, hang on to it. Please. It's so powerful. Anybody in the chat who's got one of those, I promise you they'll tell you the same thing. It's not of this world. It is of a different world. Very powerful. Let's see. I really don't understand the love for the Adamas. I mean, some people like it and some people don't, right? The mini Adamas is fantastic. If you like a smaller EDC tank, these things are great. I think what kills it for some people are the holes, right? But I'm a big fan of Shane Seibert's design aesthetic. I like Fuller's. So, and I think that was part of my foundational, like Shane Seibert was doing a lot of stuff with Benchmade when I first rolled onto the scene. So yeah, I mean, it was just one of those things. Let's get out. Is it this one? I can't remember. Hang on. I can't remember. Yeah, let's get out this bad boy. Speaking of Shane Seibert. Oh, look at this freaking tank. Oh, talk about a rare boy. A rare beast, a rare auto. This has got that hidden switch right here. So this is a manual knife. Oh, neat, right? Beautiful. And shabam, an automatic knife too. How cool is that? Look how meaty this guy is. Oh, man, what a tank. This thing is sick. The first time I handled this, and here's the reset. All right, so then you can go back, open it up manually. It's really neat, these dual action automatics. I wish we saw more of this stuff. But yeah, this is titanium, and I think, yeah, M390. These are long gone, by the way. We have G10. This is actually an old gold class Benchmade. I don't even want to know what those go for on the secondary market, but super cool. Absolutely. Collector's item for those of you who own it. Congratulations. Maurice Clemens, you don't know what you're talking about, Complex. Most of the time, I don't. Most of the time, I say what I think, and if I'm wrong about stuff, people point it out. If I'm right about stuff, yay for me. But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's trolling. Maybe he's not. We'll find out. We'll find out, Maurice. Also, that's what she said. Also what she said. Also what she said. Yo, Hinder guys here. Hinder Collector 41. What's up, fellow Hinder guy? The more you hate me, the more I love. I don't care, Maurice. I don't care. Round of applause for Maurice. Raise your swords for whatever it is he's doing. Yeah. Anyways, let's see. Love watching your videos, especially while working on my knives. That's cool. I like to put on knife stuff even if I'm subconsciously picking it up, right? Even if I'm subconsciously picking up whatever it is the person's saying, then it's fine. Like, it's fun to just have kind of static information in the background, right? This whole thing is just one gigantic learning process, and that's what's so interesting. Is like the moment that I think I'm 100% sure about something, I'll watch something or I'll experience something, and then that changes, and it makes it that much more exciting, right? It's just fun to constantly be learning, to constantly have my opinions change all the time. I mean, you guys see how often I put out the top 10. These are my top 10 favorites right now. 3 months later, it's changed dramatically, you know? Let's see. Thoughts on the Vero price bubble? I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. Secondary is weird. The secondary market's going to be weird. It's going to do what it's going to do, right? I mean, we can't really control that. Not really. I'm not even going to try to harness it. Let's see. But their pricing, I think, is all right. And in fact, some of the base prices, like I had an error on my Axon video. I said the base price was like $275, and I was actually okay with that considering the quality that I was experiencing. I wasn't upset about it. But it turns out the base price for the stonewash variant was like $235. I just don't have a problem with that. It's not a US made knife, but I mean, gosh, the quality's there and the design is so cool. The design is very, very well thought out. So I don't know. I hope he makes more. He's obviously trying to make more. Crickets, welcome to the Knights of the Round. I've always loved that name, and I don't know what it's a reference to, but it always makes me laugh. Welcome to the Knights of the Round. All hail, Crickets, raise your swords, Knights. Let's see. If now it has a zombie apocalypse and you need to get out of the house quickly and you have the option to take with you only 3 knives, which do you take? I mean, that's hard. My apocalypse knife was before I had the Demco, it was I thought the SOCOM was like one of the best apocalypse knives in existence. I mean, the Demco is number 1 for sure. I'd have to have a fixed blade, but I don't have a dedicated apocalypse fixed blade other than that weird Raider Bowie, right? I mean, I guess I'd take a Hinderer, the Demco, out of just like what's out here, Demco, Hinderer, and honestly, I mean, the stitch is pretty robust. It's kind of an insane design. I don't know. Formax Scout, Cold Steel's always good. Something in there. That's kind of a halvesy, like, that wasn't a full answer, right? Sorry. M for $2. Play with the 80/20. You ready? Oh boy. Oh boy, yeah, that's great. Let's see. Martin Lopez, you don't use the Demco, so why would you take it for a zombie apocalypse? Because if there was a zombie apocalypse, what's the purpose of having a safe queen? Hang on, zombies. I got a knife on me that I don't use. Like, I know you can't understand me and you're brain dead, but you know, the thing is with the knife world is that, like, you know, there's knives that I love, you know, kind of like from the perspective of somebody who owns a really, you know, really nice high-end sports car. I'm not gonna drive it. I'm just gonna love it, you know. So if you could just hang on for 1 second, if you just hold on for 1 second, let me get one of my knives. It's not a safe queen, so I can smash it into your face. Right? No, I just use it at that point. Whatever, right? I don't care. The thing is made to survive the apocalypse. At that point, the whole safe queen thing goes out the window, right? Play with the 80/20 in the... Oh, you guys are going to have to wait to see what's in the pouch. Some of you are going to be really surprised. What a generalized statement. Let's see. Did you see the ginormous Opinel that just came? How big is it? How big is the giant Opinel? Man, there's almost 200 people in here. I just love that. Consistent consistent populations in the live sets just makes me so happy. Thank you guys. It just makes this so much fun. I do want an axe. Dude, Nathan, I want an axe. Like now that I have the sword, I'm like, I want a cool like hatchet thing. I just want like an awesome, like all-purpose, like mega hatchet. Does Cold Steel make a freaking battle tool hatchet thing that I can throw at my log in the backyard? Not that I need it. I just want it. I just do. I just want a hatchet. I think those are cool. Let's see. It's over a foot long. Jeez. What are you going to do with an open L that's... I just don't understand. I mean, I get the novelty of it. It's just like, why? I mean, me sitting here going, why? I mean, half the stuff out on the table... No, 90% out of the stuff out on the table is why, right? Let's see. Google searches badass battle hatchet. I like bearded axes. And you know why? It's because when I used to be hardcore, I didn't actually play hardcore Diablo 2, but I loved Diablo 2, and I played a barbarian, and I had the ethereal breath of the dying set up with the whatever the hatchets were, and they were the bearded ones, and I just loved that. I thought it was so cool. I did that, and then PvP. For those of you who are true old school Diablo 2, yeah, I had what was it? The sword, the whatever the sword was that the barbarian had to use for PvP. I had that, but my PvE setup was the Breath of the Dying double axes, right? And I latched onto that. I always thought those were super cool. Does Opinel make a hatchet? Yeah, I mean, their handle style does kind of make me think of that for sure. Yeah, so when Diablo 4 comes out, I promise I will stream some of that. I promise I will. Even though not a lot of people like to watch me play, that's fine. I want to do some Diablo 4. And Mrs. MC will join me for that, because the only video game in the entire world that she likes, she's not a video game person, but for whatever reason, she loved Diablo 3. Absolutely loved it. So she's going to play Diablo 4 with me, and we'll find a way to stream that together. Kenny Mello, welcome to the Knights of the Round. All hail, Kenny Mello. Knights, raise your swords. Thanks for joining. Let's see. The giant Opinel is a wooden bat with a machete blade. That's funny. Yeah, that makes sense. They're remaking Diablo 2. Like, what do you mean they're remaking it? For what platform? Like, for mobile, or for like can I play it on a console, or what? I don't want to play it on a PC. I want to play it on a console. I mean, that's cool if they're doing it for I could play it on the MacBook, I guess, but I don't know if I want to do that. Remaster for everything. Holy crap, are you serious? That's so cool. Oh, I love that. I love that. That's so awesome. Diablo 2 is one of my favorite games ever. I love Diablo 3, but Diablo 2 is a better game with its quirks, and the bots overtook it, right? And I may have cheated a little bit myself, but Diablo 2 was an excellent game, for sure. Getting the PC game. I know, yeah, I gotta join the PC master race. I spend too much money on knives. I can't dedicate funds to I gotta buy Shirogorov. I can't be building a PC for excuse me. One sec. I have to get my thing here. Filler dialogue. I suppose I'll just sing about everybody having to wait for me to do what I'm doing, which is get my other beer or my other Gatorade from over here. There we go. Anyways, stimulus money helped me build. Terraria is actually I've been super interested in playing Terraria. That looks really fun, and everything that I read is just like, oh my gosh, this game is excellent. I watched PewDiePie play it for a little bit. Excuse me. Angelo Cleffy Jr., welcome to the Knights of the Round. Knights, raise your swords. All hail, Angelo Cleffy Jr. Thank you very much for joining. I like Minecraft too. I'm just not like super, I don't know a lot. If I streamed that, everybody would be like, oh my God, this guy's an idiot. Yeah. Do you want $5, man? I mean, like, it's always nice when people donate, but you don't like. I don't ever like. I'm not like donate. Everybody don't. No, I mean, like, it's always nice when people do that. Yeah, that's up to you. No, it's Gatorade. Definitely, it's an amber colored Gatorade. The exclusive 12-ounce candy. Yeah. Which Shiro? So it's between an F95, one of the newer ones, the NLs, and a Quantum. After handling the Quantum from Al the Science Pal, he sent me his. Ooh. I'll spend $1,000 on a Shiro. There's not a lot that I would spend over 1,000 on. For sure, Shirogorov. For sure, Sharp by Design. Listen, Sharp by Design, I'm at the point where whatever their knives cost, I'm like, yeah. Okay, that's fine. I told Lev on this. Sharp by Design, their production stuff through Riot, whatever it is, man, take my money. Whatever it is. These are just they're perfect. They're just stupidly good. But the customs, yeah, after handling the Arch Nemesis, that's shining golden godlight. I can't pretend to understand everything that goes into a Sharp by Design custom, but oh my goodness, wow. Absolutely. Have I ever handled a Dwayne Dwyer custom? No, but I have a feeling it feels a lot like a Strider because of their partnership. Is it still intact, or are they totally separate entities now? I don't know the history behind that. David Payne, answer pending to that question. I just sold an F95 frag. Oh, I might have bought that from you. I would have loved the frag. So I know that there are frag F95s on Monkey Edge for $1,100. But honestly, they've been there for a bit. I'd rather have one in full tie than a G10 inlay. I just would. So I guess that one's in the running, you know. But if you're into that, if you don't know, there are M390 Monkey Edge exclusive frag G10 inlay Shirogorov F95s on, you know, they're at Monkey Edge. You can still buy them. There's one black G10, one red G10. They're still there. I'm sure they're excellent. I'm just kind of I want to wait. Let's see here. It was mint. Well, darn it. I can't get everything. Oh, speaking of stuff you guys should check out, and one that Nick Shabazz sent me that I just love. The CRKT and Graham Knives Razzlecliff. Yeah, this is a super inexpensive steel frame lock with that iconic. Sorry, I'm not left-handed. This is left-handed flip. The iconic Razzle blade that is sharp up here. It's a great, cheapy, just awesome little utility flipper, and it's made well. This is cool. I like this. This is one of the cooler CRKT knives, and it's designed well too. It looks good. It's going to be a nice little kind of just beater. Use it for whatever. It's got a nice utility blade. I'm a big fan of that. Chris Lauer or Lauer. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Oh, it's you? That's who's been trying to reach me? Gosh darn it, Chris Lauer, leave me alone about my car's extended warranty. It's fine. I have the comprehensive and powertrain still. It's fine. That's funny. Let's see. If you're interested in a Shirogorov Neon NL with white and black micarta inlay, I might have one for sale. I like how they look. They're just a little bit small. I would like to review one. They're a little bit. If I'm gonna, I got this weird thing. As much as I preach about, like, you know, big knife expensive, small knife shouldn't be expensive. Not understand small knife expensive, big knife big money, right? As much as I joke about that, if I'm going to spend $1,000 on a knife, I kind of want it to be a big boy. Not because I think that the smaller Shiros are not worth it. I just like big knives, right? I'm really glad you guys like the caveman voice. I was kind of hesitant. I was like, maybe I should edit that out. But I guess you guys thought that was funny. So so I guess that'll be a reoccurring character, right, alongside Mickey Mouse. Let's see here. Just bought a CKF Evo Rotten 2.0. Damn, that was hard to get. Yeah, but I bet you're happy with it, right? God dang, that's a sick knife. I still have it up here, over here to the side somewhere. Conan the Bar, yeah. Timberwolf Vikings axe. I'll have to check that out. Okay, Bill Caveman. Let's see. What time is it? 9:40. You guys want to see what's in the pouch? You want to see what I rolled the dice on? Have you voted? One more chance to vote before I reveal this, because what's going to happen as soon as I reveal this, there's a chance it will sway the vote, right? That's why I wanted everybody to vote before I showed it. Showed everybody what I rolled the dice on. Okay, so if you haven't voted, go down in the description, click on the very first link, scroll over to the community tab, and find that poll. Vote on the knife right now. Do that. Also, if you're not subscribed, make sure you check. All of you, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because we are actually ahead of pace. What I assumed the sub count would be at this point, we're about 500 ahead. So 50K is approaching faster than I estimated. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Because if you want to win this and the other stuff that I'm going to be giving away, you're going to want to have notifications turned on and all that. Make sure your notifications are turned on as well. All right, here we go. Ooh, follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Here we go. I'm just kidding. Oh my God, I'm a smart person. So this is brand spanking new, guys. This is brand new. Oh yeah. Yeah. If the Demco 8020 wins, I have a brand new Demco 8020 in Black G10 and CPM 20 CV to give away. And it is absolutely perfect. Factory fresh, ladies and gentlemen. If this one wins, this is what we're going to be giving away. Now, this seemed like the right way to go. 20 CV, right? And I know there's other steels, right? The different coatings. Black G10. This is kind of a universally accepted build, right? So I feel like if this is the one that wins, and it is in the lead right now, but not by much. Holy crap, you guys all of a sudden really want the Sabenza, which, of course, I'll buy if it wins. But, yeah, I mean, if this loses, then I guess I own a G10 one, and I'll use it, right? So it's kind of up to you. Do you guys want me to keep this, or do you want to win it, right? I will say this. It is surprisingly much lighter than I mean, it's obviously the titanium variant is heavy because it's titanium, right? But what a wieldy, overbuilt beast. I mean, I could totally EDC this. No big deal at all. I mean, this is a wieldy beast. Ready to go. No difference in quality of action either. Sorry. Yeah, it's all there, guys. Yeah, this is the real deal. And, of course, I do have the box, the original box that came in. Nothing special there. And you'll also get the new Shark Lock sticker, right? This will come with everything as if you purchased it brand new from a retailer, right? So, yeah. Oh, good. Are you guys happy with that color setup? I mean, I know I told you guys, like, I couldn't guarantee a certain color. Somebody made a good point in my comment section. They said it'd be cool if you got jade, because then people could dye it whatever they want, right? And that's a good point, but Black G10, 20 CV blade with the slot. I knew you guys wanted the slot. That one, it presented itself, right? And I thought, I think that's the one. I think if I'm going to be giving away an AD20, that's probably a safe bet, right? So, and here's the other thing, guys. I mean, I feel like I can say this now that people who really want to vote have voted, right? It's the only ambidextrous option. Everything else on the top 5 is righty, unless, I mean, I'm gonna buy the knife before I give it away, right? So it's not like if a lefty won, I'd be able to get a left-handed version. I know they make left-handed Sabenzas, right? They make scales for left-handed people for, you know, the XM18, but The only truly ambidextrous option is the 80-20. So it's winning right now, right? That way, left-handed and right-handed people can enjoy it. I'm not trying to sway your vote. I'm just giving you the facts, right? Vote for what you want, but there it is. Let's see here. What if MC is stuffing the ballot box with Sabenda votes so you keep the 80-20? I would like. I mean, that's a nice thing. On one hand, the giveaway would cost me nearly $1,000, right? But I would get a user 80-20 out of it. So no, I can't. There's no way to stuff once the poll is up, the only way to undo it is to delete it. YouTube won't let me alter the poll. That's why the correction for the Sabenza 21, I can't do it. I want to change it to 31, but I can't because I typed it in as 21. It has to stay permanently there. Christopher Hayes, thanks for the donation. Demco, perfect by design. I agree. It is sweet mother of all things good. Yes, very, very nice. There's no Corey Wayne. There's no entry video yet. We're still kind of collecting votes from the poll. I need to watch that poll really closely. Up until the poll will continue until probably about 2 weeks before the giveaway. That's two weeks to a week. I will do the official entry video and announce the winner. And after that, the poll will be final. I mean, the poll will stay there. Right? Or I'll take a screenshot of it and then delete the poll and then make that a community post so I can say, here's the final, right? And then 1 week out, then like 1 week out from the giveaway live stream, I'll do a video saying, here's how you enter. And that's why I'm telling you guys, you want to be subscribed, notifications on so that you know. That's where you enter. And then we will draw the names for the winner, draw the name for the winner live, along with all the other stuff. Wow, you guys didn't leave after I showed it. Oh, there's 223 of you in here. Thank you. You're like, cool. We're gonna stick around. Thanks, guys. That was nice. Let's see. Pin on the SM24 looks like an arrow on your computer screen. yeah. I've been looking for a steel flame nut for anything. I mean, that one is specifically made for an XM24, which makes it exceedingly rare. But I would have taken one for an XM18, and I had somebody message me saying, I just bought this. And this is literally what he said. He goes, I paid full price for this, but I'd be willing to cut you a super deal just for you to have it. I mean, that's what he said. And I told him, I was like, I sure hope you don't feel obligated, but that's really nice. He offered me that steel flame thing. And if you know about these, they're expensive. He more than cut that price in half. In fact, he basically charged me 30% for it. So that'll be with me forever. I won't be. In fact, any chance I have to buy steel flame gear, just because, I mean, I know some people are like, oh, it's gaudy, I don't like it. You know, that's fine. But they are very rare. As stuff for XMs, that collaboration, it's just very, very rare. So I want your XM24 Dark Horse big time. I very much love this knife, and it's not going anywhere. I you know, it's too cool. I mean, this thing is just wicked cool, man. I don't ever want to let this guy go, and it's so perfect. This is such an excellent variant, and I had to put some bling on it, right? Some people are not going to like that, but I just had to. So thank you for your interest in my Dark Horse, but I'm going to keep it. FG Blades, hey, MC, what's your decision-making process for whether or not to get a new knife / add a new one to your collection? So I have a thing with overbuilt knives. I have a thing for straight lines, full titanium, stuff that's monochromatic. Generally speaking, stuff that's made in the US, but I won't shy away from foreign-made knives, especially stuff that's built by Riot. It just kind of like, for example, one of my more recent ones was the Chaves 229. And I just really like the lines on it, you know? So this big chunky aesthetic, the overbuilt thing, right? And the price they've got on it, I think is good. If I feel like it's going to bring me that joy, you know, that is synonymous with an overbuilt knife, that it's got reasonable ergos, right? And it's got all those other things. And yeah, now, but you know, when it comes to like the stitch, this was so far, it was so different, right? It is overbuilt, but it's not titanium, it's aluminum, right? And it doesn't have straight lines at all. I mean, sometimes it's about ergos. Like this This knife might have the best ergonomic lines of anything I've ever handled. This is so good, right? And I don't specifically go after autos, but it just that happened to be what this knife, did. So I like big, meaty knives, even though they go outside of like what I like to carry is basically my Para 3. It's way smaller, but what I like to add to my collection in terms of more expensive stuff, I don't know. Sometimes I click with overbuilt stuff, right? Stuff that truly feels like it's beyond capable. So, let's see. But a Chaves as well. Can't get over it. Yeah, they're great. I love them. For me, every new knife has to bring something unique to the rotation. Yeah, I agree with Bryce Parker. I can't. I mean, like the only knives that I'll in that price range that I'll buy duplicates of are Hinderers, and maybe Demcos now, right? But beyond that, I do want something just slightly different. Like each of my main, if you want to look at like my favorites, I did a post on Instagram about my favorites in my collection currently, and each of them are fairly overbuilt, but they all do something a little bit different. They all have their own unique character, and I think Bryce nailed that. Stasa23, what's up? Make sure you subscribe to Stasa23. I'd rather have a Sebenza. I mean, some people really like the Sebenza, and Sebenza. It's so funny to me how people constantly refer to that knife as pocket jewelry, like it's not meant to be used. Sebenza literally means work. The first Sebenza ever, I think, was made in 1999. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe it was somewhere around there. There's so much evidence of that knife being used hard by so many thousands of people have made that their permanent EDC. That knife will stand up to abuse. Absolutely. Oh, Stasa, thanks for that donation, buddy. That was really nice for you, of you. I appreciate that. Go hit that like button. Hey, yeah, like the live stream, guys. I appreciate that. 241 people in here, only 108 likes. What's going on? Seriously, subscribe to Stasa23. Seriously. I will plug your channel whether you donate or not. You know that, though, buddy. But thank you for that donation. That was very nice. What's the best knife, in your opinion, for the Army? Well, I can't really speak on that. I've never served. So, what us enthusiasts like, us snobs, right? Anybody who in here who has, served, will tell you, that there are probably people in here who are like, I really like your channel, but a lot of what you say doesn't translate to what we use our knives for. And I completely and totally respect that. I can't speak at all for how some of the builds here actually translate to use. I would guess that they have multiple options. They probably carry both a fixed blade and a folder, but preferences are probably, they're probably catered to the individual, right? It depends on what they've been using. I would guess that a knife in that environment would get thrashed pretty hard. So I don't know if they're, as people who are in the military, are as concerned with like the ultra premium steels. They probably prefer something that's not ultra hard and has like amazing edge retention. They probably want something that's much easier to sharpen and much tougher, right? I don't know that they're ultra concerned with like precision cutting geometry. Maybe they are. I'm not really sure. Those are just guesses, right? I don't know. That's a good question. Somebody who's actually served, who can speak, obviously, from a perspective of knowledge. You're welcome, of course, to answer that question down there. First knife I recall lusting after, the very first knife that absolutely made me like, the ZTO 562 CF back in the day when it was M390. I know they've used 20CV and 204P, but the OG was M390, and that was the very first one. That's what caused the original Hinderer obsession. Christopher Hare, thanks for the donation. What do you think of that version of the bug out? Seriously thinking about buying it. Formax Scout, the Formax Scout. So the bug out is like, this is an ultimate bug out build for a lot of people. I think it's one of the nicest looking production bug outs that's ever been built. Carbon fiber, S90V, the blue hardware. I mean, as far as the bug out goes, which is a recommendable knife on this channel, this is basically a perfect version of this knife. It's very expensive though. It's $250, which I think is high, right? If you're like big into ratios, right? You're big into like maximum cutting edge and like precision cutting geometry, and you're trying to like weigh that out for the total weight, right? And you love the lines of the bug out, and you're not put off by the feeling of cheapness because it's so light, then yeah, absolutely. The quality's there, and Benchmade's quality control has done nothing but get better. I mean, the last 20 Benchmade knives I've handled have all been excellent. So if you're going to do that, right, go for it. Do I think it's a little overpriced? Well, yeah, I think most Benchmades are a little overpriced, but as far as production bug outs go, that's probably the ultimate, Sorry for the foggy answer. Good night, Stacy. Thanks for stopping in. Knife Eclectic. The first 0562 CF was M390. First 0562 was LMAX. Don't ask me how the hell I know that. He's right. The very first 0562, which was G10, was LMAX. But did they do the standard and the premium version at the same time, or did they stagger the release? Did they announce the G10 version first and then do the M390, or did they do them both at the same time? I can't remember. Absolutely can't remember. Free Pi 3.14159. For the Army, ? Anything cold steel. For the Marines, a rock. For the Navy, a Mora. For the Air Force, a Victorinox SD Classic. There you go. I mean, I have no idea. Maybe he served. I mean, maybe he's joking. Maybe he's being totally serious. But it's a better. I mean, no matter what, it's a better answer than I can give because I haven't served. Let's see. Might be wrong. I got to roll 2. Totally needs a bath. Hey, totally understand that. I might be wrong. Thanks for stopping in. Have a good night, buddy. Let's see. Fixed blade, something inexpensive like a Gerber. If you need a folder, pick a Spyderco or ZT. Okay, there you go. Cool. Grumpy grunt. Thanks. Nice population in here tonight, everybody. I hope you guys are excited for this giveaway. I really love seeing a massive population in a live stream, and I also love to do giveaways live, not just for transparency, but because I think it's fun. And I truly do like, communicating and interacting with my community, which is why I do weekly live streams. So I feel like it's appropriate to do this 50K celebration live. I just think that'll be really, really fun. And my goal is to break 1,000. Which we've been close. I can't remember what the old record, I think it was 850, 870, something like that. We've had a lot of people in here for a celebratory live stream before, but my goal is to break 1,000 that doesn't mean I'm going to make a bunch of money. No, it's literally just fun to have that many people in there. But I hope you guys liked the idea for the community selected giveaway knife. My goal is to give away all the knives I selected. While there aren't as many this time, they are much more special in terms of exclusivity or just variant, right? Now, obviously, I want the grand prize to be something very special and very this is what you guys want, so I want to get it and give it to you. I wanted it to be something hard to get. You guys have heard me say this before, but I wanted it to be that. I wanted it to be, even though only one person can win that knife, I wanted to do something for you guys. So I hope you guys are really, really excited for that, because I am. I just can't wait until we do that live stream. I think that'll be so fun. How's my thumb doing from that injury? That you mean the thing on it's almost totally healed. Sometimes when I do, so anybody who goes to the gym often, when I do, I have a half day for forearms, and what I do at one of the stations that I do, a lot of my forearm exercises are grip stuff. Like if you've ever been curious, how do you grow your forearms? It's actually not forearm curls and stuff like that. It's grip stuff. Anything that you can make harder to hold onto and hold it over a period of time, your forearms will definitely grow. So I use the fat grips on everything. I do reverse curls. I do hangs on the pull-up bar. I do just a standard, a farmer's hold with a barbell. I put the fat grips on it and just hold it as long as I can. One of the things that I do is a seated hold hammer curl where I raise both hands up then I'm always holding one at 90 degrees, and then I do the hammer curl down and then up, and I stay seated so I can focus on forearm grip. But anyways, why I'm telling you this, I I hold it at the very top of one end of the dumbbells. And so what happens is during the rep, my thumb rubs against the head of the dumbbell and it just rubs my skin raw. And you don't notice it because your adrenaline's going and all the endorphins are pumping. So you don't notice it until after the work. And I looked down, I was like, oh, all the skin's gone from my thumb. So introverted dude says, what's up, Jim Bill? Yeah, sorry. I just realized I've been talking for 5 solid minutes about the gym. But yeah, that's what happened to my thumb. And the skin's dead now from being rubbed repeatedly, so it's fine. All right. Guys, it is 10 o'clock. This was an excellent live stream. This was a lot of fun. I hope you guys are pumped for the 80-20. You can still vote. Go down there, vote. If you like the idea of taking this away from me, take it away from me. If you want to vote for something else and make me keep it, I guess I'm going to be spending more than $425 on this on this giveaway, right? But here it is. This is the one that I bought. Maybe it's going to win, maybe it's not. Anyways, thank you so much for hanging out tonight, guys. Really appreciate your continued support. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Saturday evening and a wonderful rest of your weekend. Bye.